My name is Harper Lewis. I'm 34 years old, living in Seattle, and for most of my adult life, I believed I had built something unbreakable. By day, I'm the CFO of an interior design firm. I manage million-dollar projects, negotiate contracts, and solve problems before they explode. By night, I was just Mason's wife, the woman who once believed her college boyfriend was her forever. We had been together for 11 years, married for 6. The funny thing is, nothing dramatic happened at first. No screaming fights, no sudden coldness, just a single message on a locked screen. That morning, I was brushing my teeth when Mason's phone lit up on the sink. Can't wait for the weekend, the cabin, wine, and that pink lace set. I stared at the screen while the words slowly faded away. Behind me, Mason was in the shower, humming like it was any normal day. And in that moment, I didn't feel shock. I felt confirmation. For months, something had been off. His sudden business trips, the way he took his phone into the bathroom, the new laptop password, the way his eyes no longer stayed on me but passed through me, like I was furniture he'd grown used to. That night, after his tennis game and 2 whiskeys, Mason fell asleep instantly. I used his fingerprint to unlock his phone. What I found wasn't just flirting, it was a second life. Her name was Claire Donovan. She was 38, married, living in Tacoma. The messages weren't casual, they were detailed, emotional, intimate. Plans, jokes, photos, weekends at a cabin I had helped pay for. Her husband's name appeared in one message: Tyler Donovan. I didn't cry, I didn't scream. I just sat on the edge of the bed, scrolling through 7 months of lies, feeling like I was reading a stranger's life. At 6 a.m., I sent Tyler a message. I believe our spouses are having an affair. I have proof. 3 hours later, he called. He sounded calm, but I could hear something breaking underneath his voice. We met at a small cafe halfway between our cities. No small talk. I handed him my phone. He scrolled in silence, his jaw tightening with every swipe. When he saw the photo of Claire standing barefoot in the cabin he had designed himself, he closed his eyes. I thought she was just distant, he said quietly. I thought it was stress. I nodded. So did I. Tyler still had a spare key to the cabin. Mason thought I was in Spokane for work. Claire thought Tyler was in San Jose. We decided not to confront them with rage, just with presence. Sunday morning, we arrived at the cabin before them. The lake was calm. The air was cold. Everything felt eerily peaceful, like the world didn't realize what was about to collapse inside that house. We set the table with 4 glasses, a bottle of red wine, 2 chairs facing the door. At 5:57 p.m., we heard the car. Mason stepped in first, smiling, holding a gift bag. Claire followed, laughing. Then they saw us. The bag slipped from Mason's hand. The champagne bottle rolled across the floor and shattered. No one spoke for 3 seconds that felt like 3 years. Welcome, I said calmly. We were expecting you. Claire's face went pale. Mason opened his mouth, but no words came out. Tyler stood beside me. How long? He asked Claire. She whispered, 7 months. Mason tried to explain, apologize, justify, say it meant nothing. I looked at him and realized something strange. I felt nothing. No anger, no sadness, just clarity. This cabin, I said, is where I lost our first baby, and you brought another woman here. Silence filled the room like thick smoke. Tyler turned away, staring at the lake. Claire collapsed into a chair, crying, and then she said something none of us expected. I'm pregnant. The room froze. Tyler looked at her, barely breathing. Is it mine? Yes, she said, I'm sure. Mason looked destroyed, not heartbroken, just exposed. I reached into my bag and placed a folder on the table. Those are divorce papers, I said calmly. Everything's already prepared. Mason finally looked at me, eyes red. Harper, I'm sorry. I nodded slowly. I know. But sorry is what people say when they get caught, not when they choose differently. I walked toward the door, feeling lighter with every step. For years, I had managed companies, finances, and futures. But the most important decision of my life was the simplest one. I finally chose myself.